Hello. So this week I thought I'd try and do something a bit more healthy. With the Christmas period over, still feeling a little bit full from all that, I thought I'd do some pasta using some cauliflower. I'm going to try and use the whole of the cauliflower. I'm stripping the leaves off and I'm going to put them in a colander and give them a wash. Now for the rest of the cauliflower, I'm going to take the stalk off, but we're going to keep that and use it later. And I'm just going to get some of the florets removed, some of the nice small ones, and put them in a roasting tin. To these, I'm going to add some olive oil, black pepper, some smoked paprika and a bit of salt, and then we're going to get them into an oven at about 200 degrees for around 20 minutes until nicely roasted. Those leaves we've saved and washed can now get shredded up. A frying pan on the heat, and get some olive oil in there heating up. The shredded leaves can now go in here and I'm going to fry them off. Whilst that's all frying, I'm going to take a couple of cloves of garlic and crush them. Then they can be added in with these leaves. When the garlic's cooked, I have some breadcrumbs that I'm going to get put in there. I'm going to toast them off until we have some nice garlicky breadcrumbs, and this is going to go on top of our finished dish. These are now lovely and toasted and are going to give a bit of a crunch to our dish. So now on the heat, I can get a pan of water and bring that up to the boil. So when this is up to the boil, what I'm going to do is cook some whole wheat pasta. You can use any pasta, but I'm trying to be a little healthy. Pasta can go in, I'm just going to boil it until it's nice and al dente. Whilst that cooks, the cauliflower is done and ready to come out of the oven. So we've got two nice garnishes now to go on top of our pasta. This is done. Now what I like to do is drain it into a colander over a bowl so I can save the water in case I need it to thin down my sauce. Now back into that pan can go all my cauliflower, the bits I haven't used, and I'm just going to cover them with some semi-skimmed milk. I'm going to slice one onion and add that in as well. Now I know I said I was going to cover it with milk, but I haven't gone all the way up because it's easier to thin down the sauce than it is to thicken it up. I'm adding a little bit of powdered vegetable stock in there for seasoning, covering it up, and we're going to bring it up to the simmer and poach it until that cauliflower is lovely and tender. This is now all nice and tender. So I'm going to grab the stick blender and whiz it up until it's smooth. Got nice smooth cauliflower sauce, but you know what cauliflower goes well with? Cheese. So I have a block of cheddar. I'm just going to grate in and then stir it in until it all melts into the sauce. Now this might be a bit thick, but we saved that pasta water, so I'm going to add a couple of ladles into that just to thin it down a little. The last job is to get my pasta put back in there, to warm it back through and get it nicely covered in all the sauce. Now to serve it, I can get it put on a nice big platter, and then we're going to top it with our roasted cauliflower and our garlicky cauliflower breadcrumbs. So there we have it, cauliflower cheese pasta with roasted cauliflower and some garlicky cauliflower breadcrumbs. Now if you excuse me, I've got quite a lot to get through here.